What's going on, guys? Of course, this is not RC car related, but this keeps coming up in my news feed, and I wanted to get you guys' comments on this. So, basically, some people are trying to raid Area 51 September 20th around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And what makes this interesting is that they have over a million digital signatures. They even got celebrities involved. I think at the time of this video, it's 1.2 million or something like that, which is interesting. And I'm not trying to promote this event or anything because I'm definitely not going out there. And I'll just be sitting on my couch talking on the phone to some of my friends and eating popcorn, watching to see what's going to happen. But this is a highly restricted area, and if you guys don't know about Area 51, you can Google it, you can go to YouTube, and you can find out a lot of information about it. It's been around since, I believe, the mid-60s or so, and they basically experimented and done a lot of stuff with, let's say, unconventional craft there, and they've reverse engineered some craft that they've got there as well. But what these guys are thinking, or people are thinking about doing, I think is not the smartest thing in the world, because Area 51 is a highly restricted area. I mean, it's got posting signs everywhere, and they even expanded this out so that people can't come closer to the facility. And they have signs saying warning, restricted area, deadly force will be used. You can get imprisonment, fines, and all that, but they're still thinking they can do this in strength in numbers, which is going to be interesting. But they have signs everywhere, guys. And I mean, you want to talk about technology out there to scan the area and all that, and surveillance is there. Yeah, I just don't see it. I mean, even though it's out in the desert. But anyway, Area 51 got kind of popular, or more popular, from a guy who used to work there by the name of Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was brought there, I think, in 88, 89. He worked there for several months. And then some stuff happened to where he ended up leaving, and he was fearful for his life. So he went out and he kind of exposed what he was doing there. He was brought there to reverse engineer, or at least try to figure out how what he calls the sport model, which you see drawn there. And there's tons of information out there on Bob Lazar. So some of the more recent information would be Joe Rogan. If you guys aren't familiar with him, he did a recent interview on Bob Lazar. I think that's probably some of the more up-to-date stuff about Bob. You guys want to just Google Joe Rogan, Bob Lazar interview. He talks about that there. But there's also other videos out there. There's a movie about him, but I think you can find plenty of information on YouTube, because that's kind of where I found information about him before. On that, I've known about him since the late or early 90s and stuff like that. But he went in there to work on what he calls the sport model, which is kind of a picture of it here. He worked in an area called S4, which was part of Area 51. I think Area 51 is maybe the whole area, and S4 was like to the southeast or something of it. But he was brought in, and he worked with this with another guy for several months while he was there to try to figure out how this thing worked. And he talks about in his interview some of the stuff he experienced there, which is pretty phenomenal. When he talks about, and his story has remained the same since '89, since he came out with this. I mean, he hasn't changed one thing about it, which, people say he's crazy. Some people say he's a pathological liar. I don't know, but I know his story hasn't changed and it hasn't varied. But back to this raid, I don't recommend it. I kind of wanted to get you guys' opinions on it and your thoughts. I'll put them down below. It's going to be interesting to see what you guys are thinking about this. And I don't know, guys. I can't recommend this at all. But we'll see what's going to happen come September 20th. So anyway, put your comments down below. I may put some more stuff up on Instagram or stuff talking about this. And stay tuned for more RC related videos. Thanks, guys, for watching.